All right, all right, all right. Gentlemen, start your engine!
The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. It's hiding in the dark, its teeth are razor sharp. There's no escape for me, it wants my soul, it wants my heart. No one can hear me scream, maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's inside of me. Stop this monster. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I'm gonna lose control, it's something radical. I must confess that I feel like a monster.
White flag waves. Come on, Dino, bring it home. Dino can hear him yelling. He sees the checkered flag waving. He gets it done.
Works his way off turn number 4. Down here across the stripe. Jack hit. Will get your win.
Clevenger wins at the Lanier National Speedway. Checkered flag wave. Give it to Putt Putt.
Final lap. Here we go. Drag race down the backstretch. Who's it going to be? They're so tight coming here off the lead. And it's going to be, holy crap, it's going to be Christopherson. Dean Reynolds down here through 3 and 4. Coming up off, looking good and clean. He will get the win here at Lernerville. Patrick Spangler working off of 4. He will get your win here tonight at Lanier. That 280 and Jeff Sharp trying to close in on the 72.
Get there, checkered flag wave. William Watson holds on.
All right, looks like we should be good to go here as qualifying finishes up. And everything should be good to go. So here we go with the grid for heat number 1 of your 360 sprints here tonight. We're going to start off with the grid here. And we got shade, as I noticed that in previous videos that we might have been just a little overpowered by the cars. And so, grid for heat 1. It's going to look like Bob the Good starting out there on the pole in at number 7 with Randy Shreves there in second for LGR Motorsports. Into number 56 here tonight. Row number 2 on that inside lane. GSG RFX number 89. Mason Hine rolls off in third. Your quick time here for heat number 1 going to Blake Chapman for Krite Sim Racing. There in the number 20 starting fourth. In third row here for heat number 1 you got Jonathan there in the number 21, starting there in a fifth. And then Tom Atlas starting 6 here today, and it does not look like Tom Atlas took to the grid. So we will be going without Tom Atlas here in this one. No pace cars coming around there off corner number 4. They're going to go and drop the hammer. Here we go, the dirt and dust fly at I-55. Down through corner number 1, up there on the high side. Randy Shreves gets a great run, bringing with him the number 20 of Blake Chapman. Blake Chapman up there gets that outside wall as well as those guys storm around the outside of this pack. The inside lane kind of stuck in neutral there, looks like. As they come there now out of turn on number 4. Down through 1 and 2. Chapman there in second. Chasing down Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves got off with a great start there out of second place and got himself in the first. Chapman there in the second. Bob the Good fell back in the third. Doesn't quite have the speed as these guys up here at the front. Down there on the bottom side is that number 89 of Mason Hine. Trying to get up there. 2 left to go here in heat number 1. That's down there through turn 3 and 4. Here comes Chapman off of 4. Not quite enough. Final lap here. Here tonight, sponsored by Regal Wraps and Designs, and they work there off. Chapman looking there to the bottom. Can he get there? Not yet. Randy Shreves will hold him off and take the win here for heat number 1. See if we can get your points up here as we get the results in for this one. Heat number 1 results. They're going to be that of wait a moment, I want that hidden. This to show. Heat number 1 results. Going to be Randy Shreves getting the win. Blake Chapman second. Mason Hine there in third. Jonathan fourth. Bob the Good in fifth. And Tom Atlas in sixth. Here in heat number 2. Here we go. Your starting grid. It's going to be starting on the pole, the 99, Billy Roberts, to his outside for Can-Am Racing. The 513 of Jeff Barker. There in row number 2, Patrick Spangler down there on the inside for driving, looks like for Shaggy TV here tonight. To his outside, Mr. Ted York there in the 09. Gary Badzine there in the 5th position for heat number 2. And they come there off the corner, looking here now, as we see here, looking at the 360 sprints for the Points, looks like Dean Reynolds is leading the points with 5:41. Patrick Spangler in second with a 5:30. And I'm going to guess there's probably a heat number 3 here tonight for these guys as they come there off the corner. Barker having some issues there as Ted Yorks gets into him just a little bit. The 177 there of Gary Badzine working through 3 and 4 now, back out here onto the front straightaway. Spangler out there in front after starting there in third. Takes it there up on the high side, which that seems to be where they're going to want to run tonight. Up there along that high side, Patrick Spangler has shown he can handle himself on the high side before. As they work down there now, off turn number 4, back around here to the front straightaway. Ted York there in fourth, trying to get into third here. Jeff Barker's there in fifth. 2 laps to go here for heat number 2. As they work down there across the front straightaway in through 1 and 2 onto the back straightaway. Patrick Spangler there through 3 and 4. Roberts up there in the second. 3 and 4. Third and fourth there on official results. Patrick Spangler bringing home the win here in heat number 2. As we said, for your points, Dean Reynolds leads the points. Patrick Spangler in second. Jeff Barker, he's sitting third in points with a 456. Randy Shreves with a 424. In fourth, Bob DeGood sitting fifth in points with a 413. Sorry. Here we go. All right. So heat number 2 is on here. Patrick Spangler getting that win. Billy Roberts there second. Gary Badzine third. Ted York there in fourth. And Jeff Barker fifth. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. More racing coming up.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Back here from the speedway of I-55 here tonight as we get ready for your main event of the 360 wing sprint here tonight. Starting out there on pole. There we go. Let's see what we got. Starting on pole, that's going to be Randy Shreves. Starting out there in the 56. Down there on the Outside of him, going to be Patrick Spangler in the number 39. Row number 2, inside, Blake Chapman in the number 20. 2 is outside in fourth. Kelly Roberts driving the 099 tonight. Row number 3, TSG RFX Motorsports, number 89. Mason Hines there in fifth tonight. The 177 for GD Restoration and Repair. Gary Benzine starts in sixth. Row number 4, starting on the inside in seventh, going to be the 21 of Jonathan. And it was outside the 09 of Ted York. Row number 5, that inside for Can-Am Racing. The 7 of Bob the Good starts ninth. 2 is outside his teammate for Can-Am Racing. The 513 of Jeff Barker. And to round out your field tonight is Tom Atlas, but Tom Atlas did not take the grid once again. So we got 10 drivers out here to put on the show for your 360 Wayne Sprint cars here for your hometown heroes.
From the pits to checkered flags, dodging wrecks and cautions, keep those eyes open wide, no time to lag.
25 laps to distance.
Start your heart, start the show, FFTV on the board. Neon lights and a roaring crowd.
All right, here we go, down the back straightaway. Sorry about that, I didn't realize one of the songs was still clicked on. We got that fixed there. As they roll through 1 and 2 down there, down the back straightaway. Patrick working that high side. Chapman working down there on the inside as Shreves falls back into third. Has company there from the 89 of Mason Hine. As they work there now off corner number 2 down through 3 and 4. Spangler throwing sparks off the high side. Now he works there through 1 and 2. Chapman down there on the inside, making that inside work. As they slide it around there now out of turn number 2. Let's see if we got Chapman in the point standings at all right here. I got Zach Chapman, but I don't got Blake. I don't have Blake Chapman. All right, well, that's a new name there from what I can see here for your 360 hometown heroes as they work there now off the corner. Down through the back straightaway. Spangler holds on to the win. Sparks fly. Man, just watch them fireflies fly off of that number 39 here tonight. Now they roll down the back straightaway once again. There you see Hine there in the second. Reeves trying to get that bottom to come back in for him down there on the bottom side. Billy Roberts back here in fifth. Bob DeGood in sixth. Mr. Teddy Bear York back here in seventh. Jeff Barker in the pits, going to work his way back out onto the racetrack here just to try to salvage something as they work there now. Off 2 into 3 and 4. These laps click away very quickly here at I-55 as this is just a quarter mile or 3/8 mile. Let's look at the race info real fast here. Looks like it is just a little over a quarter mile long here tonight. And they go there through 3 and 4 up there along that outside line. Goes Patrick, Blake out there in front. They come around there to the lap machines. Looks like Gary Benzine there in ninth. They work down through the back straightaway here through 3 and 4. Patrick up there against that outside wall. Hine back here third. There comes Shreves. He tries to work it on through. Jonathan having issues. He's up there against the outside wall, and that's going to bring out caution flag number 1. You watch him come there through the corner, sliding on up down that back straightaway here through 3 and 4, and just loops it up there in the corner. I believe that might have been 1 and 2, actually. I'm not sure. Take another look at it here. I'm almost positive that was 1 and 2, but I can't be positive on that. And there they go through, and we'll see where he comes out now. That's through 3 and 4. Down here into 3 and 4, it just kind of loops around in the slick and up there gets that outside wall. Well, that's it in 3 and 4, coming around there to the front stretch. Unfortunate there for him, but here we go. Everybody's lined back up. Spangler down there on the inside. Chapman there in second. Chapman's got the advantage there on the outside, I believe. Unless Spangler thinks he can get a good run there off the bottom. He does. And he's going to drift it there through 1 and 2 and slide it up against that outside wall. Up there against the top. That is going to be Blake Chapman. But Shreves is working through the middle. Here comes Mason Hine up there in the second. Shreves now there in the third as here comes Billy Roberts down there on the bottom side of Chapman. Chapman there up against that outside wall. But Mason Hine, he's making something happen there on the bottom. Getting underneath the Spangler. Spangler's up there against that outside lane. 9 laps to go here for your 360 wing sprint division here at I-55 tonight. Down there now, off corner number 2. Down through 3 and 4. Randy Shreves there in third. Chapman there fourth. Billy Roberts there fifth. Ted York there in sixth. As you watch him coming out there. The 89, Mason Hine, hanging on there to second as they come there through 3 and 4. Back out here onto the front straightaway. Hine now goes high to try to get around. Shreves goes up high to try to get around Hine. Chapman stays back here in the fourth, right in front of Roberts. There you see Shreves working there through the middle of the corner. Going to try to keep a hold of things there so he doesn't lose that spot to Chapman. Chapman having a great run there on the outside. Almost there for Randy Shreves. Almost gets pinched. Chapman, what a race he's having out there. Spangler, what a race he's having out there in front in at number 39. Chapman back here in fourth, going around the outside of Roberts right now as Roberts works to the inside. Going to try to gain that spot. There's sparks fly off of Shreves. As Shreves is up there against that middle to outside lane, and just look how that track is slickened up here tonight. And we got 2 laps to go. Coming around here to the final lap is Spangler down there through 1 and 2. That Shaggy TV sponsored machine for Patrick Spangler working there off turn number 4. He is going to be your winner here at I-55 tonight. Patrick Spangler getting the win. Second going to Randy Shreves. What a run there. Mason Hine there in third. Great racing there tonight in your 360 wing division from I-55. Your main results coming here. Patrick Spangler getting that win. Randy Shreves there second. Mason Hine in third. Blake Chapman there in fourth. Billy Roberts fifth. Ted York sixth. Bob DeGood there in seventh. Eighth gonna be that of that's gonna be the seventh gonna be Bob DeGood. Eighth going to Gary Benzine. 9th, Jeff Barger. 10th, Jonathan. 11 going to Tom Atlas. We're down there now on the track side. We're getting here with, let's see here, Mason Hine, your third place driver. Good evening there, Mason. How's it going?
Hey, it's good. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing well, man. You guys really drove the wheels off of them things tonight.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You there? You there, Mason?
Yeah, there you are.
I think we lost you there for a split moment.
Oh, sorry. I always like when the bottom's good. You know, that's always fun for me. I like going to the bottom as much as possible.
Well, kind of take us through. I mean, we saw the top really hanging on there for Patrick, and possibly Randy was running that middle line, but we noticed that you pretty much hung to that bottom line here through the night. Kind of take us through what it took for you to kind of really make it work for you.
Yeah, I was moving the wing back and forth a little bit, forward 1 tick, back 1 tick. Once it started slicking up, I think I was like a -2 or something like that, a -3. And then I just figured, I didn't want to get up in the middle. I saw Randy but I was like, hey, if he's gonna pass me, he'll go around me. 'Cause I didn't want to go off the bottom. I'm not very good anywhere else but there, to be honest. I mean, those guys are fast, so if you mess up or don't hit your mark, it's game over. But yeah, I mean, I was babying around the bottom, but it seems to work.
Well, you did a great job, as we said, getting that third place here tonight. I believe, if I'm getting my things right, or did you? Yeah, because Randy got second.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah, I was in second, and then he made a nice pass on me there through the middle, and I thought I could get close enough to him to slide him, but I was like, nah, third's good, and I'll just have to try to beat Blake to the line. I think Blake finished fourth.
yeah, Blake was fourth. I mean, the top five really were putting the hammer down here tonight. You guys looked really great out there. Wasn't sure exactly who was going to be the podium there for quite some time.
Yeah, that caution helped me. I don't think I was going to catch those guys, and then kind of bunched us up, and I was able to just kind of luckily get the start on the inside, and then sneak by Blake there. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for putting this on, and Regal Wraps and Designs, and C2C, and all that good stuff. Grand Slam Graphics and Justified Motorsports kind of helped me out, and it's a lot of fun, dude. I mean, I have a lot of fun doing this, so I appreciate it.
Alrighty, well, congrats there, Mason. You got any other sponsors or shout-outs you need to thank before you go?
Nah, that's it. I'm a low budget, on my own type guy.
Alrighty, well, great job getting third there tonight. And are you racing anymore, or are you one and done tonight?
Yeah, I'll do the late models, and then that's it. So
Alrighty,
I'll see you
go
in the
get the
next
late
one,
model
hopefully.
fired up, and we'll see. And we wish you luck out there.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate you, my man.
That was Mason Hine. Now we'll get with Randy Shreves, second place finisher. Good evening there, Randy. How's it going?
It's going pretty good, Adam.
Well, man, what a race this was here tonight at I-55. Are you expecting it to be this racy tonight?
No. That track was, I don't know, it felt really slick. I noticed I was, kind of steering back and forth on the wheel a lot, and I don't know, I'm guessing I got a horrible start because, Patrick just blew by me, and then Blake got by me, and then when you see them two in front of you, you got a race ahead of you, and, just trying to catch up with them guys, and then luckily we caught a caution. Don't know what happened with Blake there, but I know he was up there running good, and something happened to him, and that kind of, I guess, gave me a lucky break to get up there, and then, it's tough to get around Mason there. He's come a long way in these sprint cars, and it was pretty tough to get by him, and, luckily that top came in, and I was able to hang on to her.
Yeah, you did a great job getting that. Because it didn't look like you were running clear to the top. It looked like you were running that more of the middle of the track more than you were like top or bottom.
Yeah, for the most part, I was running the middle. I noticed it, like I was getting really loose coming out of four there, and that was causing me to lose ground on Mason there. So I just thought that I would try to keep it up there on the top the last few laps or so, and hope that she stuck, because I know that it's always fast up there. You can always find some kind of grip.
Well, I think that's kind of Patrick's secret to success for himself, don't you think?
Yeah, he definitely he's got these things down, and he definitely loves ripping that top, and he's really good at it.
Well, you did a great job yourself here tonight, getting second place away from Mason Hine, and so great job. And you got sponsor shout-outs, people you want to thank for getting second place tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to thank everybody at Coast to Coast, you, Adam, Regal Wraps and Designs, my son Dylan Street for painting my car, my buddy Mike McCoy for watching, my buddy Jeff Spann, his wife and daughter for watching, and just everybody that supports me, and everybody else for watching.
All righty, well, congrats again there, Randy. And are you coming out in all three series tonight?
Yes, sir.
All righty, well, good luck in the late models. We'll see you over there.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That's Randy Shreves, your second place finisher. Now we'll get with Patrick Spangler, our winner here tonight. Good evening there, Patrick. How's it going?
Pretty good, you?
It's going really well, and I noticed you're running a Shaggy TV sponsored machine here tonight.
Yeah, I was hoping Zach would have been in here to have two of the same cars out there. He usually runs Wednesday, so that's why I put it on.
Well, he usually does run Wednesdays, and then the late models Thursday if he's around. But you know, it's I think he's out of town tonight and tomorrow.
Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I ran this for Renegades, I think last season, so I just threw it back on for now. I like switching up on Wednesdays on the paints.
Well, you did a great job tonight, man. That top really hooked up for you out there, and the track looked like it slicked off quite a bit as well.
Yeah, it helps starting outside front row there, and the top was dominant there. Blake was making the bottom work pretty good, though. But at the end of the race, like those last 2 or 3 laps, it was pretty slick up there, so I just moved down to the middle and just played it safe because I was all over the place up top.
Yeah, we seemed like it looked like you were into that wall a few different times there with that right rear.
Yeah, I ended up just coming down. I want to hurt the car and get a 2X, and there was a couple times I just had to start. I was trying to enter 2 straight, so I just started throwing it more sideways and letting the car catch on the cushion and drive off.
Well, you did a great job here tonight, there, Patrick, and you got sponsors, shout-outs, people you want to thank.
Yeah, just Jack, Jeff, and Dean for keeping this league running. Regal Reps for sponsoring Wednesday nights, and you for the awesome broadcast and all the artwork you do for the league, everything else you do. And Zach for making this wrap, and my dad back home watching.
Well, you did a great job bringing it home in first here tonight, and can't wait to see what you got going on next week and see how you're doing in points. Because Dean was ahead of you coming into tonight, but since Dino didn't show up, I think this closes that gap and might give you the points lead.
Yeah, maybe I don't know where Dino is at. There's 2 drop weeks, so it's always hard to figure out where you are, but just try to keep it consistent here.
Oh, yeah, because he's at 541 coming into tonight, and you're at a 530, so 11 points difference. I don't know how the point system works, but I'm betting you possibly pulled ahead of him, correct?
I assume so, yeah. I think the max points on a night is somewhere between like 75 and 82, so I didn't get the max points because of qualifying, but yeah, we'll see where I shake out there.
All righty, well, congrats there, Patrick, and you have yourself a great night. I know you really only run the 360s here on Wednesday nights, correct?
Correct. Sometimes running limited lights while I help out with the kids right now, so I'm going to let you go, and thanks for broadcasting me.
All righty, well, congrats again on getting another win here at Coast to Coast Hometown Heroes Wednesday nights, and we'll catch you next week.
That's good, thanks.
That's Patrick Spangler, your winner out there in front tonight. Starting here now, and we'll be right back with more racing as the limited lates are getting fired up. So don't go anywhere. More racing coming up after this.
Precision is our language. Creativity is our weapon. And perfection is the only option. Your ride, your brand, your image, elevated to a level that can't be ignored. This isn't just a wrap, it's a revolution. Regal Wraps and Designs, where power meets style, and style becomes unforgettable. At Regal Wraps and Designs, we don't follow trends, we set them. Every line, every finish, every detail is built to dominate. From flawless vehicle wraps to bold custom designs, we take your vision and redefine it. Seamless statements, artful accents, hues of harmony. We are Regal Wraps and Designs.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. That just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. Happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home. I'm making my way.
All right, back here from the Speedway, I-55. This time with the limited late model out there getting warmed up. There you see out there comes the 213 of Michael Vitale. Got about 15 drivers signed up here on the register. And they come around there out of turn number 4. You're watching Vitale there. Randall Dixon in the 011. There's Jonathan in the 21. There, Randall Dixon at 011. Working there through turn 3 and 4. Pat Boyce there in that peak machine. The number 41, Mason Hine in the 89. Working that high side down there through 1 and 2. Working onto that back straightaway. Jonathan there, second fastest right now with an 11.860. Sam Bachman, Terry Landis, and Steven Bixler all not on track right now.
fire. On fire.
All right, we should be getting ready for a green flag qualifying here momentarily. There comes the white flag, checkered flag out here for the practice. There you're watching running coming there into the pits. Here comes qualifying underway right now. Let's see how these drivers stack up against one another. There comes the 76. Ryland Banks out there on track. And working down there now out of the corner. There's Ted York in the 09. Working there down out of 2, down the back straightaway, trying to keep it straight. Looks like he might be a little loose there coming out of the corners. Just trying to keep it underneath him. Barker, he's got a 12.667 to start us off here tonight. Barker with a 12.691. Billy Roberts with a 12.691 himself. Mason Hine with a 12.667. Bob DeGood with a 12.636. Takes quick time here. So far, I'll take that back. Terry Landis in that 161 comes out there and laid down a 12.515. He's driving really putting it out there tonight. And there you see Bachman coming there through. Chapman, Blake Chapman out there in the number 20. Up there on that top side, working there through the middle of 3 and 4. Has a yellow time there as he comes off before. Has another yellow. He's going to be with a 12.3. Chapman there with a 12 point something or other. Chapman with a 12.598. Sam Bachman in the 007 comes out there and lays down a blister of a 12.399. Chad Lackey not coming out here as of yet out of Stittsville, Ontario. I see them all there, all lined up. And it looks like we got about 18 drivers here tonight. So possibly 2 heats, 9 cars apiece. Now we get set here, heat number 1. This will decide your infield, or your inside row of your feature. Randy Shreves definitely has come out here and shown quite a bit here this season. Starting out here on pole tonight, Ryland Banks, the 76. Starting in 2nd, GSG, RFX Motorsports, the 89, Mason Heim. He's also having himself a great night here at I-55. Randy Shreves there in 3rd for LGR Motorsports in the 56. Inside row number 2 with Sam Buckman, the 007 for Full Throttle Motorsports to his outside. Starts 4th. Row number 3 on that inside, Randall Dixon in the 011. Starts 5th tonight with Billy Roberts there in 6th and the 099. Row number 4 inside the 17 of Shane Billings there in 7th with Gary Benzine. There in the 177 in 8th. And rounding out in 9th there tonight is Ted York in the 09. Well, here's your starting grid as they get set to rock and roll here tonight. So down there off corner number 4, here they go. Down the front straightaway here with 3 laps to go in heat number 1. Ryland Banks up there on the high side. Mason Hine there in second. Bachman there in third. Down there on the bottom trying to let it eat down there. Randall Dixon, he sings on the fourth there. Not sure what happened there to Randy Shreves as he's 3 laps down, clear back there in the pits. As they work there now off corner number 4. Coming to the white flag. Final lap there for Ryland Banks. And down there now off turn number 2. Down that back straightaway, the 76. Brings it down the back straightaway. And for the unofficial results, I guess they running an extra lap there. But heat number 1 here, we'll get that grid right here, or get that results right here. Ryland Banks getting that win. Mason Hine second, Sam Buckman third. Randall Dixon fourth, Shane Billings there fifth, Gary Bazine there in sixth. Billy Roberts there in seventh, Ted York there eighth, Randy Shreves in ninth. Yeah, for your heat number 2, that grid, gonna be Pat Boyce there in the 41, getting on that pole here tonight. Starting there in second to his outside, Can-Am Racing number 7, Bob DeGood. Road to number 2. On the inside, Craig Sim Racing, the number 20 of Blake Chapman. In fourth here tonight, also from Craig Sim Racing, the 161 of Terry Landis. Starting in row number 3, Can-Am Racing Team on that inside line, the 513 of Jeff Barker. To his outside, Stephen Bixler starts 6 in the number 75. Vitale Motorsports, Gears Unlimited, Michael Vitale in the 213 will roll off in 7th tonight with Jonathan there in 8th, driving the number 21. Chad Lackey comes out there for Billings Motorsports in the number 66. Will start 9th. 6 laps of distance as these drivers round out corner number 4. Loud pedals get pressed here at I-55. Let the dust fly as they go through 1 and 2. Off the back straightaway, and look out already, a couple cars trying to fight for room there through 1 and 2 as they go through 3 and 4. The 75 getting into Terry Landis. Terry Landis into that outside wall. I think he might have a steering broke on the outside right of that machine. He'll be throwing it back there to the fence. Chat Lackey did not take the grid. Now here comes Blake Chapman down underneath, working off the corner down through here into 3 and 4. Your points here tonight for your limited late models. That's Dean Reynolds out there in front. Ryland Banks is second. Randy Shreves in third. Randy Shreves currently, he ran that previous race. Jeffrey Barker in fourth. Billy Roberts in fifth. That is your points right now. As they work down there now out of corner 3 and 4. Back out here onto the front straightaway. Bob DeGood up there on the high side. Final time around for heat number 2. Who's it going to be? Blake Chapman, or is it going to be Bob DeGood? They work there out of 4 side by side. Who's going to get the run? It's going to be Bob DeGood with the run up there on the high side to get the win here in heat number 2 for car number 7 out there on that outside. They get ready, rocking it here. We'll be back after the, wait a moment here. We'll get heat 2 results here. Heat 2 results. Gonna be Bob DeGood getting that win. Blake Chapman there second. Pat Boyce there third. Michael Vitale fourth. Stephen Mixler fifth. Jonathan there in sixth. Jeff Barker there seventh. Terry Landis there eighth. Chad Lackey in ninth. We'll be back after this short message. Don't go anywhere. Your main event of the limited late models coming up.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
are getting ready for the main event. "18 drivers here to take the grid. Whether 18 will or not, that is yet to be seen. Here we go. Ryland Banks starting on that inside lane. There in starting on pole, Ryland Banks, and driving at 76. Here in the outside of him is going to be Mr. Bob the Good. At the second row, going to be GSG RFX Motorsports. The 89 of Mason Hines starts third. Blake Chapman with Great Sim Racing with the number 20. Blake Chapman starts fourth. FTM, the 007 of Sam Bachman, rolls off fifth tonight with Pat Boyce in the number 41 to his outside. Row number 4, inside the 011. Randall Dixon starts seventh with Michael Vitale for Vitale Motorsports. Here's Unlimited 213 starting there in 8th. Row number 5, inside the 17. Shane Billings rolls off in 9th. Stephen Bixler there in the 75. Rolls off in 10th. 11th, going to be starting GB Restoration and Repair, 177, Gary Butzine. Jonathan there in the number 21, starts 12th. 13th, that's going to be, 13th, that's going to be, come back here. 13th. That's going to be Billy Roberts in the 099, Jeff Barker in 14th. Ted York, followed by Randy Shreves, Jerry Landis, and Chad Lasky, not taking the grid here tonight. And they go down there through turn 1 and 2, back down the back straight away, getting the grip for it here as they headed on out here. 25 laps to Davidson, 24 laps to go as they come across the line. Look out, there comes the 20. Blake Chapman working his way through the middle of the racetrack as they work there. And oh no, Billy Roberts into the outside wall. Caution comes out. Ted York involved there somewhere as well. Ted York jumping to the pits. Unsure what happened there to Ted York. But here we'll take a look at what happened for Billy Roberts. Hey, see him coming there off pit road. I don't know what exactly happened. We'll see here. As you see, he's got no wheel there, and he goes straight up into that outside wall. So let's see if we can figure out what happened here with Ted York and him. There we go. On the start, there you see Ted York in the 99. Right there as they come into corner number 1. And it's just they get into one another there. Oh, man, what a hard hit there for the 99 of Roberts as it comes through the pits. Gets into that infield tire, and oh, man, that hurts. "23 laps to go. He's driving a green flag racing once again. Out of turn number 2, Ryland Banks there in front. Mason Hines second. Bob the Good sitting third up there on that outside lane, going out over top of the 007 up to Sam Bachman. Sam Bachman down there on the bottom side. Now he works there in the 3 and 4. Has to really watch there as Hines really cut the nose there. Off of 4, down the back front straightaway down there through 1 and 2. 21 laps to go as they work down here now through the back straightaway. 3 wide there with Bachman on the bottom. I think that's the 20. There it is. Blake Chapman has the meat and the sandwich. Working there now off turn number 4. Slides it up in front of Bob the Good. Michael Vitale sitting there in 6 as he works his way up through the field. Here comes the 17 of Shane Billings. Randall Dixon, he hasn't had too terrible of a night. Sitting there in 8th right now. Just down 1 spot from where he started. 19 laps to go. Has cautions back out here. This time we'll see what this one's for. Pat Boyce in the number 41. He takes a hard hit to that infield tire. We got to figure this out here, where he lost that. See if we can rewind it here. Excuse us here. We play fast track backwards. Oh, here's what happened there. You see the 75 get in, gets the 41 of Pat Boyce loose. He comes up in front of the 77 of Gary Budzine. 177 of Gary Budzine. Loses parts to the front of that machine. Could not steer it. Tries to get back around here. And just could not get it to cut down there in the pit road. That is a tough break there for Pat Boyce. So we're under our second caution. Lights go out. Pace car pulls off. Here we go. Ready for the green flag. Off of 4. They're down and away. Dust flies once again here at I-55 to 76. Round Banks up there on that outside lane. There's Blake Chapman down there on the inside. Trying to find his groove as you watch. Sam Bachman all the way on the bottom. Down there against that inside wall. Getting every little bit of grip he can. There is Blake Chapman in fourth as Hine works out over top of him. Vitale there, Mr. Bob the Good there as well. Here comes the 17 as Shane Billings putting the foot to it. Down there off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And oh no, the 75, Steven Bixler, he has issues there. They collect it back up, working there now through 3 and 4. 15 laps to go as they work down out of 2. Ryland Banks and Sam Buckton battling out. Up front here, we got Mason Hine there in third, possibly fourth, depending on how Blake Chapman can run the higher line as they work down there now out of turn 2. Down the front straightaway through turn 3 and 4. Back out here onto the front stretch. Blake Chapman out there. 13 laps to go. Ryland Banks up there to the high side. Blake Chapman, he's there in third. Mason Hine there fourth. Now they keep it rolling there up on that high side. Blake Chapman, Mason Hine, Michael Vitale, Shane Billings, Jonathan there in 7th, Randall Dixon there in 8th. We got 11 laps to go. Hey, up there against that outside. Here comes Ryland Bank across, making it 10 laps to go. They're out front, but Sam Bachman not giving up on that bottom yet for Full Throttle Motorsports. Back here in third, Blake Chapman in the number 20. We got Mason Hine in the number 89, working there off the corner. And you watch them working really, really well up on that high side. Not as many sparks off of these machines as you saw in the sprints. And you watch them down there through the back straightaway now. Mason Hine there in fourth. Michael Vitale there in fifth. Jonathan there in sixth. Randall Dixon there in seventh. Shane Billings there in eighth. Randy Shreves in ninth. Bob the Good in 10th as they keep working there off of the corner. Ryland Banks up there to the high side with Bachman chasing them down. 6 laps to go here at I-55 for the limited late models. Off turn number 4. Or sorry, going into turn 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Up there along that high side, Bachman and Chapman. Chapman still trying to chase down that Full Throttle Motorsports machine. Bachman, and they go through turn 3 and 4. 3 laps to go. As Banks still hangs on to that lead. Down that back straightaway here through 3 and 4. Coming on to 2 to go. Down through 1 and 2. They're out onto the backstretch. Bachman is there. Can he make anything happen? Down to the inside. He's going to slide it through 3 and 4. He's going to slide it up. Here comes the 76 of Ryland Banks. And we got him sliding here for the final lap. Down there on the bottom side. That is going to be Bachman. But Bachman just does not have what it needs. There they work off turn number 4. Down there now. And it's going to be Banks, Chapman, Hine, Jonathan. Not sure what happened to Bachman, but Bachman ended up back here in the back and marked out. We'll have to see if somebody up front here can give us a little bit of insight what might have happened there to Bachman. And your results are as follows. Ryland Banks getting that win. Blake Chapman second. Mason Hine third. Jonathan there fourth. Michael Vitale there fifth. Shane Billings there in sixth. Randy Shreves there seventh. Randall Dixon eighth. Terry Landis finishes ninth tonight in the limited lates with Mr. Bob the Good there in 10th. Jeff Barker 11th. Stephen Bixler in 12th. Gary Bazine, he's there 13th. Sam Buckman 14th. Billy Roberts 15th. Pat Boyce 16th, and Ted York there in 17th. And then 18th, that's going to be finishing out here. I'm on Chad Lackey. We'll get with your... All right, here we go now. We'll get with your top finishers, starting with Mason Hine. Good evening there, Mason. How's it going?
It's going good.
Man, this track isn't disappointing tonight, is it? It's been racy all night long so far.
Yeah, it's been good. A lot of fun. It's one of my favorite ones. Don't really know what happened to Sam. He just disappeared after he was racing Ryland hard and just disappeared. And then I'm like, all right, fourth. And I looked down and said third. I'm like, the heck's going on here?
Yeah, Sam ended up disappearing and ended up finishing back in 14th. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there to Sam Bachman.
Yeah, I don't know either. He was pretty quick. But yeah, I mean, the track was good. I had a lot of fun. Those guys, we were racing pretty good there after that caution. I feel like we were 3 wide a few times, so that was pretty fun.
You were 3 wide a few different places back through the field, so you guys definitely were putting on shows here tonight at I-55. And, I mean, it's just spectacular to watch here under the lights, and you guys are really, like I said, putting on the show. You guys are keeping it clean for the most part. I didn't really see too many incidences here in the late models, if anything.
Yeah, every time I've come out, it's been pretty good. I mean, most of these guys have been doing it a while, you know, and so it's a lot more enjoyable when you got guys running next to you that you know are going to run you fair and clean, and you know that's kind of one of the reasons why I race this league. It seems like everyone's pretty good about that, and it just makes for a more fun experience.
Well, and on top of racing clean, I mean, they race hard. They don't give up.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's not easy at all to even come on the podium. So, you know, I'm like over here sweating, you know, every time I'm jumping on here. These dudes are just good, but that's good. It makes you better, you know, and you can watch them, and you know, I hop on and watch guys practice and see the lines they're doing and different things and try to learn from just watching. So, but yeah, overall, good fun, good track. Can't complain with third.
All right, well, congrats there tonight, Mason. You got sponsors, shout-outs, anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, thank you for doing this broadcast, Regal Wraps and Designs, Coast to Coast for letting us race, Grand Slam Graphics, and then Justified Motorsports.
All right, congrats there again, Mason, and we'll see how you do next week, because I don't know if you're coming out for midgets, are you?
No, got to get the kiddos to sleep.
That's what I kind of figured. I figured you were going to be done after the late models, and so great job here tonight, and we'll see how it goes next week for you.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it, my man.
All right, Mason Hine. Now we'll get with Blake Chapman. Good evening there, Blake. How's it going?
Not too bad. How you doing tonight, Adam?
I'm doing well. Are you surprised coming in with second?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really surprised when I was like 100% sure I'd have third place and going into the last corner, and then Sam just disappeared. So, yeah, it's definitely surprising getting second there, but I felt pretty good all race, and the middle I was able to get around a couple guys running the top just through the middle in 1 and 2, and then those top two guys I was just able to keep pace with them, but I wasn't running them down or anything. So I think we had a third place car, and unfortunately for Sam, he got disconnected there right at the end, which really sucks. But yeah, I think like I said, the car was good, but could have been a little bit better for sure. But just got to shake the rust off now. For the summer, hopefully we'll be able to keep this thing up front.
Well, we'll see how the season goes, and the rest of this season, and I'm looking forward to the summer season as well as it comes around the corner here before too long. And man, great looking car, great drive there tonight, up there through the corners and hanging it out there on the high side seems to be where it is here at I-55 tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with these cars, the big thing is keeping your momentum up. They don't really have a whole lot of power. It's kind of like driving a 305 sprint car, which I've done a lot, but I haven't driven these limited late models in probably a couple years. So yeah, I was just trying to keep my momentum up for the most part, but running the bottom, Sam was doing it for a while. I don't know how. He was hitting it really good down low, and I was just fine keeping it up top and keeping pace with those guys. I was afraid if I went down low, I would have just gotten passed by everyone behind me. So yeah, top was definitely the place to be today. Rylan was running it really well, and then Sam once he got up there too. So can't complain too much with the third place or the second place finish, I guess.
All right, well, you got sponsor shout-outs, people you want to thank for that second place tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank the family for watching. Got to thank all the guys down at KSR. I got to thank the Salty Dogs for letting me hop in their Discord tonight. I got to thank Preston at Epsilon Sprint Wraps and Andy and AJ Custom Creations. Got to thank Galen's Gourmet Popcorn. They have some of the best stuff out there. You can head over to their website. Don't forget to use code CART. That's C-A-R-T at checkout for 15% off some of the very delicious popcorn. I got to thank Regal Wraps, which I believe is the sponsor for this division. I can't thank them enough for the sponsorship. So we can go back and watch this on YouTube. Really appreciate that. And just got to thank everyone involved in running this league. And got to thank you for the broadcast, Adam.
All righty, well, congrats there tonight, Blake. And are you running any midgets, or are you done tonight?
Yeah, you'll see me out there in the midgets. Should be a fun time.
All righty, well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, at Blake Chapman, now we'll get with your winner, Rylan Banks here. Good evening there, Rylan. How's it going?
It's going good. How's it going, Adam?
It's going fairly well here in the booth. What's it like down there on track?
Well, we're feeling pretty good. We needed that one.
You needed that one, you say?
Yeah.
Well, you got it, and pretty much were able to stay ahead. Were you worried with Sam behind you for so long?
Oh, man, when you see Sam Bachman behind it, you're always worried because he's got something in store for you. It's just a matter of when, not if. And he threw that slider with 2 to go, and I'm like, all right, here we go. And then on the final lap, I don't know what happened. He vanished from me.
Yeah, he must have had some engine trouble or something.
Well, that's unfortunate because it would have been an interesting finish to the line there.
Oh, it most definitely was. We were ramping it up here in the booth. I mean, because you guys, that white flag wave, and he gave it his all going into turn 1.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm sure he did. I saw him go for it, and I thought I was about to get another slider back, and I was getting ready, and then I never saw him. So, it's a good race. I'm glad we got the win. It's needed getting late into the point season here, and we'll keep working forward for the next one.
Well, is it true that sometimes they say that being lucky sometimes is better than being good all the time?
You know what? I'll take all the luck I can get when it comes to it. We ran a good race, and I was able to stay off the wall a little bit. And, I think we may have got a bit lucky with Sam having a bit of trouble, but I also think we had the speed to secure the win tonight. So
you definitely did have the speed there in that car. I mean, the car looked phenomenal out there, keeping a hold of that lead. And, Sam was giving it all he could back there, but, might have been just a little bit too late. I don't know exactly. Like we said, we're not sure exactly what happened to Sam. It's unfortunate, but either way, it allowed you to come home with the win tonight. You got sponsors, shout-outs, people you want to thank for getting that victory.
Yeah, well, first I want to thank you, Adam, for sponsoring the Hometown Heroes and for doing the broadcast for us. It's greatly appreciated. You do a great job. For my sponsors, I'll thank Gator Tough, Lensco Marina, The Galley, Fin Freaks, Snap On, Irish Media, Vertex Graphics, TBR Sim Sports, and Billings Motorsports. And I'm going to thank all the guys that spend the time with me to keep practicing, keep refining what we do, and just always getting better. I'll thank my girlfriend for watching, and anybody in my family who's watching, and we look forward to next week.
Alrighty, we look forward to it as well. And do you race midgets at all, or are you going to be here just for next week?
Well, I think I tried last time I won, and I don't even know if I made it through the practice before I said, let's park it. That's something I definitely need more practice in before I try to throw it with these guys.
Alrighty, well, congrats again there getting that victory, and have yourself a great night.
Thank you, Adam. You too. Take care.
All right, out with Ryland Banks. We're going to be back here at FFTV on the pole at Coast to Coast Racing Network. I'm bringing you more racing action as we get with the Wriggle Wraps Midgets coming up after this break.
Precision is our language. Creativity is our weapon. And perfection is the only option. Your ride, your brand, your image, elevated to a level that can't be ignored. This isn't just a wrap, it's a revolution. Regal Wraps and Designs, where power meets style, and style becomes unforgettable. At Regal Wraps and Designs, we don't follow trends, we set them. Every line, every finish, every detail is built to dominate. From flawless vehicle wraps to bold custom designs, we take your vision and redefine it. Seamless statements, artful accents, hues of harmony. We are Regal Wraps and Designs.
One, two, three. I love it, Molly.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. For your love I will go far, I wanna be wherever you are. I know I'm coming back for you.
Brother, it's good to see you.
Our love is a river long, the best ride in a million wrongs. I know I'm coming back to you. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. And I'm happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way.
Clench your jaw, hold your breath. One hard turn, then nothing left. Off-road pro trucks, kick up that dust. Off-road pro trucks, off-road pro trucks. We don't slow up. Hit that ridge, fly that crest. Off-road pro trucks, we do it best. Off-road pro trucks, all the way through. Off-road pro trucks, off-road pro trucks, we come for you. Hey, hey.
All right, here we go. First here for us at FFTV. We got them going here for the for the midgets. Not very often we get two heats of these, but tonight we do. We get here for heat number 1, starting here on grid. Jeff Barker out there on the pole for Can-Am Racing. Randy Shreves, LGR Motorsports there in second. Jack Hitt starting third tonight in that number 217. Brandon Templeton there in the 31 for Hammer Down Racing. We'll start fourth, fifth tonight. That's going to be starting the 99 of Billy Roberts with Vitale Motorsports number 213 of Michael Vitale starting there in sixth. And if we go ahead and look at the points real fast here for your hometown heroes, midgets, we got Jack Hitt leading the way with 601. Jeff Barker in second with a 549. Brandon Templeton with a 478. So this is going to get interesting as this season winds down here. Here we go. Now off through in the corner 1 and 2. We're stationed here on the back stretch at Fairbury as they whirl down there through 3 and 4. Down there on the bottom side, look out. Here comes Randy Shreves getting around Jack Hitt on the outside lane. Jack Hitt tries to make it happen. There you see Templeton way up there on the high side. He's got a heck of a run going there through the corners up there on the high side. And Randy Shreves gets picked up a little bit. Got to get out of it. And oh no, Billy Roberts up and over there in corner number 1 and 2. Jeff Barker comes off of 4 laps to go here in heat number 1. Look to his outside. That's the 31 of Brandon Templeton as they keep it rolling down there through 3 and 4. Back out there onto the front straightaway. Jack Hitt there in third as they roll it through here. 2 laps to go. Down the back straightaway here in the 3 and 4. Jeff Barker there through 3 and 4, heading out there on the front straightaway with Brandon Templeton up there on the high side. Barker down there on the inside. Here comes Templeton. Templeton's going to slide it on through. He's going to get a good run there. He's going to take the win here in heat number 1. Jeff Barker there in second. Jack Hitt there in third. So Brandon, Jeff, Jack, your top 3 for heat number 1. Heat number 1 results are as follows. Brandon Templeton getting that win, Hammer Down Racing. Jeff Barker for Can-Am Racing, he'll get second. Jack Hitt there in third. LGR Motorsports number 56 of Randy Shreves will come home in fourth. Michael Vitale fifth. Billy Roberts in the 099 will come home in sixth. Grid for heat number 2, that's going to be Stephen Bixler starting out there on pole in the 75. Bob DeGood there in the number 7 for Can-Am Racing will start second. Row number 2 on it inside, Crate Sim Racing, the 161 up to Terry Landis. Starting third, Crate Sim Racing, number 20, Blake Chapman there in fourth. Ted York back there in ninth, and Jonathan starting 6th back there with car number 12, but did not take the grid here in the Regal Midgets tonight. Again, 6 laps of distance. And get ready to come off the corner here. Down the front straightaway here in the corner number 1 they come. Got the 75 there. Steven Bixler all bundled up there. They work there now. Off through 3 and 4. Here comes Landis down underneath. Can't quite make it hook up yet, but he's got it there a little bit underneath. And Chapman up there on that top side. He's got that thing hooked up there around the outside. Getting around Terry Landis. Going to try to chase down Bob the Good here in heat number 2. We're going to be in for another great heat here tonight, along with a great feature. Uh-oh, Bob the Good. He's got a black flag. Unsure for what. As Chapman's up there on the outside. So Bob the Good down there on the inside. Not going to finish out there in the front. 2 laps to go. As Chapman's up there on the outside. I'm wondering if Bob the Good jumped the start, maybe. We'll have to take a look at that as they come there off the corner. Ted York there with Landis getting together there in corner 1 and 2. Coming to the final lap here off turn 4. Checkered flag waves. It's going to be Bob the Good getting the win, so possibly. Blake Chapman there second. Steven Bixler there third. Ted York there in the fourth. We'll have to see what the results say with the black flag being shown on the scorecard there for Bob the Good. Let's see what it says here for your heat number 2 once they come in here. Winner is going to be Blake Chapman. That's kind of where my mind was. Blake Chapman there in the front. Steven Bixler second. Ted York there third. Bob the Good there in the fourth. And Terry Landis fifth. We'll be back after these short messages from our sponsors with your Regal Wrap Midgets main event here tonight to wrap it up from Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Back at the racetrack, getting ready for your main event. There, Chapman, Papa Willie down through the back straightaway. Landis there, second fastest here in warm-up. Now here comes your starting grid. Barney waving that flag here. Oh, here we go. Your starting grid. 12 drivers to take the field here tonight. Starting there out front, Brandon Templeton there takes the pole for Hammer Down Racing in the number 31. Blake Chapman will start to his outside there in the 20 for Crate Sim Racing. Row number 2. Inside for Can-Am Racing Team, the 513 at Jeff Parker. Starts third, Stephen Bixler there in 4th. Into number 75. Row number 3, inside the 217 of Jack Hitt. Rolls off 5th tonight with Ted York there in the 09 in 6th. Row number 4, inside LGR Motorsports, the 56 of Randy Shreves. Rolls off in 7th with Bob DeGood for Can-Am Racing. Number 7 starts 8th. The 213 from Vitale Motorsports, Gears Unlimited. Michael Vitale starts 9th with Terry Landis for Crate Sim Racing. The 161 starting in 10th. Billy Roberts in the 099 starts there in 11th here as they come around here out of corner 4. Jonathan there in 12th, not taking the grid here. They down and away. Green flag waves as they hit through turn 1 and 2. Chapman up there on the high side there in 4th, trying to get it lined up. Fired up there on that top, as you see Jeff Parker down there on the bottom side. Terry Landis already with issues. Back here towards the back with Billy Roberts. Roberts gets it under control though. But there you see the 161 of Terry Landis on the bottom. We'll see if we can catch what happened here to Landis as we're under caution for your heat race, or I'm sorry, for your main event here tonight. Up there against the outside wall is Landis. And they roll through there, up there. Oh, he gets picked up and thrown there off the back corner of Bob DeGood. Completely unintentional there, and that's just unfortunate contact for Terry Landis. Landis is back upright. They're going to get it rolling. One more time around here, I would think. These laps are going to tick away quickly here, as this is a small track, just like I-55. I-55 was a quarter mile. Let's go ahead and look real fast here at your race info for this one. This one's a quarter mile as well. It's a little shorter than I-55. I-55 was 0.27. This one's 0.24. So a little bit shorter here at Fairbury than it is at I-55, but both very short tracks. As they get rolling here once again. 23 laps to go. There you watch Chapman there on the bottom side. Jack Hitt down there on the outside, working here into corner number 1 and 2. Up there against that outside wall, chasing down Brandon Templeton. Templeton out there in front right at the moment there on the high side. But Barker not giving up down there on the inside of there. Down 21 laps to go. Down there through 1 and 2, heading here off the corner to the 3 and 4. Jack Hitt, Blake Chapman, Randy Shreves. Now you watch the roll there up on that high side, hanging on to it as they roll down the corner through turn 3 and 4, the 20 lap mark here. They're changing to 19 as they go into corner 1 and 2. Brandon Templeton, Jack Hitt, those guys on the top of the leaderboard here, with Templeton in 3rd, Jack Hitt out there in front. Barker, he's back here in 4th. He's in 2nd in the points. He's going to try to figure out how to move that machine up there into a podium position if he wants any chance of staying with these two up here at the top. Templeton having a great season. Same with Jack Hitt. Chapman there in 3rd. Down there on the bottom. And work there now down the back straightaway. Front straightaway. 16 laps to go. I see Hitt making that outside work as Templeton's making that inside work. It's going to be interesting to see which ones work where. They keep heading it out here. Vitale back here at the back. Landis back here as well. Now you see them slide through turn 1 and 2. They're up there on the top side. That's the 099 of Billy Roberts. Jeff Barger back here in fifth. Randy Shreves there for it. Chapman there in third. Templeton leads the way. Down there on the bottom, Jack Hitt gets a decent run there in through 1 and 2. Can't make it stick enough, though, there to the outside of Templeton. Templeton down there on the bottom. As Jack Hitt rolls it there in through 1 and 2. The outside lane looked to be like it's starting to gain a little bit there for Jack Hitt as Templeton's down there on the bottom. Trying to make it work. Jack Hitt, he's now got the lead. Down there through 1 and 2. 11 laps to go, and here comes Chapman on the top side as well. Templeton, he's going to jump up there to the high side because he notices that everybody's starting to pass him there. So he's got to change the lane up, try to get up there. And he wants any chance of battling with Jack Hitt here at the ending of this one. 10 laps to go. Soon to be 9 as they come across the line. Chapman, third. Randy Shreves fourth. Ted York back here fifth. Jeff Barker sixth. Mr. Bob the Good, he's sitting back here in 7th rate now. Atlanta's up there on the high side, and now yoo-hoo, 161 down there through 3 and 4 they go. Jack Hitt still leads the race. Over top of Chapman, caution flag comes out this time for Templeton. Not sure exactly what happened here to Templeton. Take a look at the on the pole instant replay here. Eddie Templeton up there against the outside wall, gets to touching there, slides it down there in the corner 1 and 2, and he gets picked up there and gonna have to try to get it back running. There you see the pace car come out. Templeton gets in it there with Chapman. It's a little, as we would call it here in the country, a little cattywampus there. Randy Shreves there in second. Up there in front, Jack Hitt. They're going to be a single file restart as they're under 10 to go. Coming here to the line. Lights go out. We're going to go back. Green flag racing. Hopefully everybody is enjoying the racing here at Coast to Coast Racing Network. Brought to you by Flicker Farm TV on the pole, in case you're watching over there as well. Thank you so much. As we roll there off turn 4, green flag is out. Jack Hitt down there in the corner, 1 and 2. Randy Shreves there in second now as he gets a great run there. Ted York there in third as Barker falls back into fourth there. Bob the Good, he's there in fifth as that outside lane really kicked off nicely for some of these drivers. Jack Hitt now has company coming for him as Randy Shreves is right at his bumper. Mr. Ted York, that teddy bear is not too far behind him as they roll down there through 1 and 2, 5 laps to go. Jack Hitt out front, Randy Shreves there in second, but look out down there on and inside. I thought I saw a couple drivers trying to make it work. That is the 56, or I'm sorry, no, that is the, who's down there on the bottom side? I'm trying to pick out who it is. Is that, no? Trying to figure out who's down there on that bottom side. Hey, driver working around here. You see Jack Hitt up there on top. Chapman in the number 20 goes around back here in the back. Going to bring out our third caution of the evening. There he is down there on the bottom. Off a turn 4, down through the front straightaway here in the 1 and 2. And it's going to happen here coming off. Oh, no. Templeton gets into Chapman. That'll bring out caution number 3. Jack Hitt out there in front. Randy Shreves there second. Jeff Barker third. And here we go, green flag back in the air, 3 laps to go. Here they come around off of corner number 2, or is it 2 laps to go? We got to figure that out here as they come there off of 4. Terry Landis doing a great job once again down there on the bottom. Right there behind, that's the 513, and Jeff Barker making that inside work. Now here comes Ted York up there on the outside, off of 4, Jack Hitt. Jack Hitt's going to get the win here at Fairbury tonight in the Wriggle Raps Midgets. Bring that 217 Hooters Machine to victory lane. Here comes Randy Shreves in second, and Jeff Barker to bring it home in third here tonight. Great run by Ted York, Terry Landis, Brandon Dillman, and the next 3 back. As your unofficial results come in, great field of cars here tonight at Fairbury. Something we really enjoy seeing here at Hometown Heroes Wednesday night. And here we go. Your finishing results. Jack Hitt getting that win. Randy Shreves there in second. Jeff Barker in third. Ted York there in fourth. Brandon Dillman in there fifth. Terry Landis there in sixth. Bobby Good in seventh. Stephen Mixer there eighth. Blake Chapman there in ninth. Michael Vitale in 10th. Billy Roberts in 11th. And Jonathan rounds out in 12th tonight. All right, we'll get with your winners here momentarily. Don't go anywhere. The interviews, your post-race interviews are coming up. Starting here with Jeff Barker, if all goes well. Oh, I don't have Barker. We do have Randy Shreves, though, so we'll get with Randy Shreves first. Good evening there, Randy Shreves. How's it going?
Pretty good, Adam. Pretty good.
Man, oh man, what a night of racing it was tonight.
Yeah, it was a pretty hectic night of racing for sure. That race was definitely a lot of fun. I'm glad we got more cars in here. It definitely makes it more of a challenge. And I mean, these things they're already hard to drive, and I mean, yeah, they're just hard to drive. And I'm glad to see more people trying them. And overall, it wasn't a bad race.
No, it wasn't a bad race at all. And I mean, you did a great job. You started, looks to be about what, 7th, and got yourself into 2nd?
Yeah, I started pretty far back there. Had a small incident in the heat race there, put me back in the starting grid there. But with these cars, you just kind of got to be patient and work your way through. I mean, you got 25 laps, so I mean, they go pretty quick, but you just got to make the right choices and, not make any mistakes.
From what I'm looking at, they look like they're about a 25 to 26 second lap time here tonight.
I thought we were running 12s and 13s, but...
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the laps counted. No, yeah, you're right. You were running anywhere between a 12 to 13 lap time. So, I mean, they do click by quickly when you're on a small quarter-mile track.
Yeah, that's for sure. And, and it's just all about patience and just making the right choices in these things because, any small screw-up, it'll definitely end your night.
That is for sure. Did you think you had any chance of catching Jack Hitt out there at front with the momentum you had coming through the field?
I thought that I might have had something for him. I just didn't, want to, pull something to, screw both of our races up. I wanted to try to slide him there a couple times, and I just kind of hesitated and, just left it alone. I mean, you win some, you lose some, but we all live to fight another day.
Well, anytime you can get a podium, I think that's a win in my book.
Yeah, that's for sure. And especially against, Jack and all the guys in this group. Definitely some talent in here, and definitely feels good to be on the podium here.
Well, great job there, Randy. You got sponsor shout-outs, people you want to thank for getting second place tonight?
Yeah, for sure. As always, definitely want to thank Coast to Coast, you, Adam, for the broadcast, and Regal Wraps and Designs, my son Dylan Shreves for painting my car, my buddy Mike McCoy for watching, my buddy Jeff Spann and his family for watching, and everybody else that supports me.
All right, congrats there, Randy, and we'll see how it goes here next week for you.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it'll be a good week.
We'll see. And I think the week after that is when they move into the Dirt Week, right? The Super Dirt Week.
Yeah, I believe so. And now it's kind of looking like I may have some time to race that. So I'll have to get signed up for that thing and maybe see what I could do in there. A lot of tough competition.
Well, that's for sure. Always does seem to bring out the best drivers.
Yeah, and it's for a great cause. So you can't beat that either.
Alrighty, great job there, Randy. We'll see you next week. Hopefully you can carry some of this momentum into that with you.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Adam.
That's Randy Shreves, your second place finisher. Now we'll get with Jeff Barker, your third place finisher. Good evening here, Jeff. How's it going?
Good, Adam. How's it going, buddy?
It's going really well, man. You really had your work cut out tonight.
Yeah, tough crowd. They had all the fast cars were in from out of town. Yeah, I was hoping to win this one, but that's all right. I think third.
Now, you're saying they were from out of town. Are you sure you weren't the one out of town tonight?
Nah, usually we had Brandon who missed a couple of races, so he was back. We had Chapman, Blake Chapman's in town. Yeah, it was cool. Good car count too.
Yeah, we had a great car count here for the midgets tonight, which was great to see. And you were able to pull out a third against this tough crowd tonight.
Yeah, I just kept digging on the bottom and hoping for other mistakes, trying not to wheelie.
And that's tough to do in these cars, isn't it?
Down in that bottom lane here, yeah, it is. It's definitely hard not to wheelie.
Well, I think
There's
it's just
a jump coming off four.
you go to get into that throttle, you got to make sure you don't punch it, because you punch it too hard, it is going to bring that very, very light front end up in the air.
Yep. I always thought it was because I'm fat, but maybe it's the car.
I've always been told it's the car. Because, the engine kind of sits there beside you in the cockpit. There's not really much weight out there on the front nose.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, it was a good race. Thanks for streaming and everything, and thanks to Regal Wraps and Designs for sponsoring it, and for Coast to Coast for giving us a place to race.
You got any other sponsors, shout-outs, people you want to thank for getting third tonight?
Nah, I'm flying solo. I don't even have a crew. Good thing I didn't get a flat tire.
Well, I've seen dirt track guys that if you would have had a flat, you might have been able to get a crew from next door or something.
Yeah. I've had stuff like that happen back in the day. But
hey, I've seen it. I mean, I was at Lernerville a couple years ago. Guy blew a tire out on track. Before he even got off track, there was like three trailers that come together to get him back out on track before he even got back to the pits. I mean, it was something watching a dirt track pit stop go as fast as a NASCAR pit stop.
Yep, it's pretty cool.
So, but congrats
right,
there again for third, and hopefully you can carry that momentum into next week.
Yeah, we will, and into tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see you later. I think you're off, right?
I'm off tomorrow night.
Oh, tomorrow night. Okay, that's enough. And okay, so we won't see you tomorrow. I'll probably win that.
No, I'll be back for next week.
Okay, well, we'll see you next week, sir.
Alrighty, well, hopefully you can carry this momentum, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was Jeff Barger. Now we'll get with Jack Hitt, the man of the hour here in Victory Lane, getting that win here tonight. Good evening there, Jack. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, Adam?
I'm doing really well. How do you think that car felt? It seemed like you were able to put it almost anywhere on the track tonight.
Yeah, first, 18 to 20 laps felt great. Didn't want that caution to come out, and after that, I did not feel good at all. I just couldn't get my rhythm back.
And that's hard to do whenever you lose that rhythm. It's hard to get it back sometimes.
Yeah, and I don't know, I think we had like 5 laps to go after that first restart, so I was like, that top was treacherous, man. I don't know how many times I almost either went in the wall or got sideways, but so I tried bottom there on that restart for about a lap, and that felt terrible. So I jumped back up top, and next thing I know, I think it was Randy at that point already. He was on my tail tank and probably got saved by that second caution. He probably would have had me if it wasn't for me getting another shot at a restart.
Well, you did a great job there tonight. And that Hooters machine looked great out front as always. You think you got a chance to take home the championship this season?
Yeah, I think there's always a chance for it. It's a little early to start looking at drop weeks. We got a few more to go here. It's always close one with Brandon, and I'm sure if Randy and Terry and all those guys were able to make it every week, it'd be a totally different story too. But it's
I'm going to throw
mostly
out
just out
another
here for
name
a
to
good
you.
time.
I'm going to throw out another name to you. How about Jeff Barker?
Yeah, Jeff's always tough. Fortunately, he tends to run the bottom, and I try to run the top if it's there. So, not really bumping into him too often. But yeah, no, I mean, everybody in this that comes out is a good quality driver. I mean, you kind of have to get these things go around the track well. But you got good car count like this though every week, then who knows what could happen. One mistake and it's easy to come back in a short field, but you got 10, 11, 12 cars you got to pass again. Makes it a little more difficult as, unfortunately for Brandon, I think he found out. I don't know what happened yet, but I know he was behind me and then he wasn't. So, yeah, just, like I say, this division, it's just a lot of fun for me. So, championship or not, I'm just here for a good time.
Well, right now you're leading in the points with Jeff Barker behind you.
Yeah, I'm sure though if we calculate the drop weeks, I don't know how many Brandon's missed. He might actually be ahead of me though. Like I said, who knows? I'll let Patrick do all the points and stuff, and we'll figure it out at the end. We're just gonna keep going, do the best we can each week, and see where it falls after 12 weeks.
Alrighty, well, congrats again there, Jack. And you got sponsor shout-outs, people you want to thank for getting that victory here tonight.
Got to thank you and Flieger Farm TV for doing the broadcast. Regal Wraps and Designs for sponsoring the division, of course. Everybody behind the scenes making the league go around, all the guys that came out. Like I said, it was a pretty good car count for the midgets tonight. Hopefully some of these guys had fun and they keep on joining us. But other than that, just got to thank my wife for giving me time to do it.
Alrighty, congrats there, Jack. And we'll see you next week, as I won't be here tomorrow night. And I don't know if you race Thursdays or not, but we'll see you next week.
Nah, those Thursdays, the cars are too big for me, but I'll see you next week.
Did you say those cars are too big for you?
Yeah, I can't drive them. I need, you got to take all the fenders and everything off, and we'll give it a shot.
So you'd be more apt to you'd be up for something I'd like to try then with Micro Mondays.
I'd race micros. I could try Thursdays. I wouldn't, be competing for any championships. That's for sure. I don't spend a lot of time in those big cars, so I'm just, not as comfortable with it.
Yeah, I'd love to try getting together like a Micro Monday type thing where we run midgets and the micro sprints and the mini stocks.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think Monday's pretty locked up for us here, but maybe a different night. But we're only a few weeks away from a whole new season and a new schedule, so
yeah, you never know.
Anything's an option.
Alrighty. Have yourself a great night and a great weekend there, Jack.
Yeah, thanks. You too, Adam.
All right, that's going to wrap it up here from Fairbury. Congrats there to Jack Kitt on yet another win on the season, as he has gotten, I 5 of them possibly. I didn't look. I could be completely wrong on that. But congrats there to Jack Hitt for his victory at Fairbury in the Regal Wrap Midgets. And we'll go ahead and have yourself a great weekend as we sign off here. Thanks for watching at Coast to Coast Racing Network and over at Flicker Farm TV. We'll be back next week with more racing action.